From Cambodia to college, Maddox Jolie-Pitt is on his way to a pretty bright future. This is his journey. Until the early 2000s, Angelina Jolie never saw motherhood in the cards for her, but a visit to Cambodia played a big part in changing her perspective. During a visit to Cambodia as a United Nations Goodwill Ambassador, she had an epiphany, telling the Associated Press, "It was suddenly very clear to me that my son was in the country somewhere." Jolie first saw Maddox at an orphanage in Battambang, Cambodia, telling The Hollywood Reporter, "Maddox, that's the beginning of my family. Mad and I coming together was the beginning of so much." Prior to her visit to Battambang, she decided that she would only visit one orphanage. After meeting with all the children and not connecting with them, she was told there was one more child left, and that was when she finally saw him.
They put him in my arms and he stayed asleep. And then he opened his eyes and he smiled. And I cried and felt like this kid is okay being in my arms.
Maddox Jolie-Pitt's name went through a couple of changes. His birth name, Roth Wiebel, was later changed to Maddox Siobhan Thornton upon his adoption in 2002 during Jolie's marriage to Billy Bob Thornton. Shortly after his adoption, however, they ended their marriage, and Thornton was removed from his legal name. In 2006, the year Jolie and Pitt's first biological child, Shiloh Jolie-Pitt, was born, Brad Pitt legally adopted Maddox and his sister Zahara, telling Esquire, "They're as much of my blood as any natural-born, and I'm theirs. That's all I can say about it. I can't live without them, so anyone considering adoption, that's my vote." With this move came a name change to Maddox Jolie-Pitt. In a 2007 interview with MSN, Jolie raved about her close relationship with her son, then age 6, saying, "He's like my best buddy, just the coolest little person I've ever met." Angelina admitted that Maddox even jokingly called his mom by her first name, revealing, "He thinks it's hysterical. He does still call me mommy, but when he's being silly with me, it's Angie." At the time, they even shared a fondness for knives. For Jolie, it's something that runs in the family. Jolie told W Magazine that she bought her first daggers with her mother at 11 or 12. For safe measure, she only got her son knives with dulled blades, and with this shared interest came discussions on violence and ancient warriors, she continued. "We also talk about samurais and about the idea of defending someone as good. We talk about everything." In 2016, 15-year-old Maddox and his father Brad Pitt reportedly got into an altercation in front of the whole family on a plane, but the actual events that transpired remain uncertain. However, it was still enough for Jolie to file for a divorce. She shared with The Guardian, "I'm not the kind of person who makes decisions like the decisions I had to make lightly. It took a lot for me to be in a position where I felt I had to separate from the father of my children." In an ongoing legal battle for their previously co-owned winery, Chateau Miraval, Jolie detailed what she described as Pitt's abusive behavior towards her and their children. According to the countersuit from Jolie, Pitt allegedly choked one child and struck the other in the face. 5 days after the incident, the divorce papers cited irreconcilable differences, beginning a high-profile custody battle. For the most part, Jolie and Pitt have agreed to keep the legal proceedings as civil as possible for the sake of their children. In 2017, Maddox Jolie-Pitt executive produced the Netflix film First They Killed My Father, directed by his mother. Pax, his younger brother, served as the movie's set photographer. The film is based on the best-selling memoir of Luong Ung, a Cambodian human rights activist, author, and close friend of Jolie. It follows the story of a child that survived the Khmer Rouge genocide in Cambodia. Tackling this story also offered Maddox a one-of-a-kind experience to learn about his nation's history, culture, and people. He definitely didn't play a passive role in this process. Angelina shared more about her son's work ethic, telling ET,
He's very studious. He's very much more than I am. He's actually, when we did our notes in the production meetings, his were always better than mine.
This experience was a testament to not only an excellent mother and son relationship, but a productive working relationship. Maddox told People that his mother was fun, funny, and easy to work with. Maddox Jolie-Pitt's mother was shocked to find that he was taking up Russian and German and was already fluent in French, all at the age of 16. His mother also told The Hollywood Reporter that he also speaks a little Khmer. Maddox, along with the rest of his siblings, was homeschooled, and their roster of teachers came from different cultural backgrounds and spoke multiple languages, according to Vogue. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Jolie shared praise for her son. "Mad's a real intellectual, which I can take no credit for genetically. He's great at school and great at history. He feels like he could be a writer or travel the world and learn about places and things." Cambodia holds a special place for Maddox Jolie-Pitt, and what he loves most about his home country is the people, Angelina told Vogue. When I see Mad in Cambodia, it's his home. He is a Cambodian man, and at the same time, he is also an American citizen and a global citizen. Maddox recalled to People, "They are calm, relaxed, and when they want to do something wild, they do it. Much like me in a way. I'm proud to be a Cambodian." Before working on the Netflix title First They Killed My Father, Maddox had already returned to Cambodia a couple of times. Working on set, however, took this understanding of the country a step further. He even made friends with the children on set, and they had their own sleepovers. The whole Jolie-Pitt clan joined during filming. While Maddox and Pax were working on set, the rest of the siblings were on the sidelines, immersed in the experience in their own way, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Bringing the whole family was Angelina's way of sharing the culture of each sibling with the others. She explained to Vanity Fair, "Maddox and Pax know they're from Southeast Asia, and they have their food and their music and their friends, and they have a pride particular to them. But I want them to be just as interested in the history of their sisters' countries and mommy's country, so we don't start dividing." In 2019, Maddox began his biochemistry degree at Yonsei University, a prestigious institution in South Korea, regarded as one of the top 3 universities in the country. Angelina was there to help him settle into his dorm and accompanied him on a tour of the grounds. Bittersweet as it may be for her to send off her eldest son, she still looked forward to this chapter of his life. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Jolie shared,
I'm so proud of him. I'm so excited. I feel like my world expands as their world expands. And I love this stage.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Maddox Jolie-Pitt cut his university experience short. After a semester at school, he packed his bags to temporarily move back home, according to People. Due to the lockdown, all 6 children were back together. Since the Jolie-Pitts were already close as it is, it wasn't much of an adjustment having their big brother back. Aside from catching up with the family and getting free haircuts from his mom, he also used this time away from campus to catch up on his Korean and Russian lessons, People reported. In August of 2022, Maddox celebrated his 21st birthday with his family, reports ET, before helping his sister Zahara move to Spelman College in Atlanta.